Mastermind Josie has joined the Lolita Syndicate on YouTube. Yippee, party face, 3 months.
Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Hello, 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 hello. I always forget something. I forgot to change the Twitch title. Hello, everybody. How are we today? Yes, yeah, geez, yeah, class trial part 1. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Fixing the Twitch title, fixing the Twitch category. Oh my goodness, Blaze, 7 months. Lemon for Crystal, not for Blaze?
Waz and Wolf Gaming has joined the Lolita Syndicate on YouTube. I'm good, how about you, Nico?
Nico, I get it, I know. There we go. Done. Click, refresh the page, fantastic. Twitch is updated. Yippee, 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 yippee. And guess what? I already opened the game for once. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. You demand blood for Inori. Yeah. Mastermind Josie celebrating 3 months. Haruka. Hello. Sky. Hi. How are ya? Crystal. Finally catching another Danganronpa another stream. Hello. Good job. Yeah, good job. Yay. You forgot how banger this music is? For real, though. We're gonna jam here for a minute. You wanted to be Toko, but it wasn't working, so you had to be Chiaki. Yeah, Toko doesn't always work. Some of them are weird. If you spoil, you lose kneecap privileges. Also, thank you, Blaze. Thank you. Why is Akane the other character on the stream? See, this again lends into my theory that Yuki is the mastermind and that she's our assistant, or she's the mastermind and we're her simp. Those are my two kind of like working theories. Two working theories. Yeah. I'm really leaning towards she's the mastermind and we're the simp, but Who wouldn't simp for Akane? For real, Keaton. For real. I should be careful about using that now that we're streaming on Twitch, though. Using simp too much will actually, like, get you yelled at. Here we go. All right. We left off here last time. Hello, Cherry. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's not going to let me read it again? That's some bullshit. All right, whatever. Oh, yeah. Hey, quotes are back. Blaze, do you have a quote? No, I'm curious. I don't remember putting one in for you. Blaze, I don't remember what your Q1 was. I just did them earlier today, too. You just need to make yourself a quote. I don't even care. Damn it. Yamaguchi and Inori were dead? I couldn't even say goodbye. Even so, we have to survive for them. Oh my god, you're right. Just make it. It's a exclamation add command. It wasn't in there when I was doing quotes earlier. Just fix it. You got this. You can fix it. Even so, we have to survive for them. Okay, let's do some more research. There may be something in the bookshelf. So leave this place to me. It's add command, not add com, I don't think. Eutheria's police guy is the mastermind playing a jigsaw killer role. Ooh, cryo. I know, Streamlabs just had to be difficult. I get it.
Killing two people at the same time. How heinous is this person? This killer? Of course it's not me. Don't doubt it.
Ooh. Yamaguchi's corpse stretches loosely on the floor of the library. In contrast to his sloppy body, it was droopy. His pupils were loose, and he felt empty. This is a man's death. I've seen it many times already. Real people dying. Yamaguchi, you were the one who we talked to just yesterday. There's no time to be sad. Even for Yamaguchi, we must find out who made him like this. I've decided to investigate his body. I felt something hard and cold. According to the Monokuma file, it is said that he was cut by something sharp. That's mangled. What do you mean, Cherry? That was already Blaze's quote. He's right. I remember that being Blaze's quote. I just don't know why it didn't get moved. Hello, Fluffy. Hi, how are you? No, Cherry, that was definitely Blaze's. Indeed, there was a terrible wound that I could see with my eyes open. Yamaguchi's neck was completely cut from the back of the neck to the front. It was surprising it wasn't cut completely, but barely a piece of flesh was left attached. I put up with the nausea that came up and looked at the wound. I've heard that the injured area is ravenously torn by something like a knife or a tool that's usually roughened. But in Yamaguchi's case, it was cut neatly, as if you were cutting paper with a cutter knife. Nearly decapitated, yeah. I can't see anymore. So terrible. Poor Yamaguchi, spilling a lot of blood. Like Tamori. Huh? As my stomach was shaking inside, I suddenly felt uncomfortable. Surely, blood in the library is no joke. It ran from the corridor to the body of Yamaguchi, and it was also protruding from his body. His neck doesn't bleed anymore. Looking at the Monokuma file, it said there were no other visible traumas other than the neck wound. This tremendous amount of blood loss flows from the neck only. His time of death is 8:40. From this wound, immediate death is certain, so even if the wound started bleeding from then, it has not yet passed even an hour. But why is the blood no longer flowing out from his throat? When I recall the words of Inori, who is no longer here, it seems that after the heart stops, blood circulation also stops. If so, in this case of immediate death, the blood should flow even less. But isn't it too early? In a similar case, when I investigated Tamori's corpse, there was a little blood coming out from her. However, in contrast, his body looked very dry already. It's been less than an hour since blood is spilled, but it's already dried up. Huh. I knew something was wrong, but there was no way to think about it anymore because there wasn't Inori or Kinjo who had a professional insight on these moments. You have a theory? You think it's either the priest or Makaru? So I totally think it's the priest, Keaton. I've been saying this since last stream. I think the priest is the killer this chapter. Inori can't speak to us anymore, but Kinjo is still alive. I should ask him if he wakes up. I want to see if this room back here is open. The door is locked. Okay. See if I spot anything else back here that looks interesting. Not really. What is this spider over here? Not something I can look at, apparently. Oh, Maida. Kane, what are you doing? Is there something in the hallway? Well, that's not exactly right. Smell of blood still there, and I keep looking at the body. I just get sick of it. Oh, that, yeah. Are you okay? You don't have to overdo it. Oh no. Everyone's working hard. Can't be the exception. Class trials start soon. It's alright. Why don't you answer a few questions for me? Oh, you want to ask me something? Yeah. When Kurakara, Urahara, and I went to investigate the third floor, would you like to tell me what happened on the second floor at that time? Makaru, you think she might have planned to kill Inori, but Yama causing a blood splatter, which in turn caused her to lock herself in the locker with the paint. She should know from this at least. Almost the same time as the BDAs rang out, Kinjo fainted. It's full of holes that my own eyes didn't see. Ah, okay. I can help in this. That's simple enough. But there's not much to tell. We, like May to come, were shaken when we found the body. And then we started investigating. Okay. Are the episodes... Yeah, they're a little bit worse, Josie. I would say. They look a little bit rougher. They look like, much bloodier. Much gorier. Sorry. Much gorier. Lots of blood. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this has something to do with the case, but there's something I was a little confused about. Is that okay to say it? Sure, what's that? Kanata, you said you found her in the science lab, right? But I stopped by the science lab just before nighttime yesterday, too. However, at that time, the door was locked. Huh? The door to the science lab was locked? Yeah. You think it's related to the case? It's true. The door didn't open even when we found Inori's body. It was blocked with something like a clasp. Even so, she said the door was already closed before nighttime began yesterday? I think I'll take it for reference. Thank you, Akane. Was that helpful? I'm glad then. By the way, why did you go to the science lab just before nighttime yesterday? Oh, that's... because last night I did a bit of mincemeat in it. When I tried to use the scissors on my wrist. Eh? Were those the scissors in the science lab? Yeah, wasn't the same back then yesterday. I went to the science lab to pick up the scissors. I understand. I get it now. Thanks, Akane. Before nighttime yesterday, the science lab was already closed. What does that mean? I'll have to check it out. Mari! Almost forgot it was Tuesday. You want to find out who murdered them? We're only getting through the first half of the trial tonight. Last week was already like a super, or like not last week, but the case last time was such a long one-night stream, and they're only going to get longer from there. So we're going to definitely be doing it in 2 this time and from here forward. That's probably also going to be the case with 3's trials when we get there. I do think that's what we're doing next. Haruka, welcome back. I'm Neko. It's good to meet you. Your vengeance will have to wait. It's okay. You'll get your vengeance. Uehara, is your body okay? Don't overdo it so much. No, it is not a deep wound, so I do not mind it. By the way, have you seen the cell phone? Cell phone? You mean Maki's cell phone that you found on the 3rd floor? I thought you were keeping it. I always kept it in my top pocket because I didn't know when I would need it. But now I realize that the phone is gone. It disappeared. When was the last time you checked for the cell phone? It was at least yesterday at night that I recall having it. But after fainting, it was gone. Then that means the killer probably took it. That is a sinister premonition, but I'd agree. However, the cell phone doesn't seem important right now, because first we have to investigate. So, from my understanding, another 2 has some spoilers, so we'll be waiting. I wonder, where did that cell phone go? Okay. It's a lot of water. I inadvertently tried to walk toward the science lab, but I was surprised, because the water from it was filling the corridor now. The water's still leaking from the science lab. It won't matter if I just go in, but from what Makaro warned me before, it gives me something to be cautious of. I shouldn't step in this water. Hey, incompetents, get out of the way quickly. You're obstructing the traffic. Oh, Makaro, you came here, but the water. Are you still talking? Would you get out of the way already? Makaro, you said we shouldn't touch the water a little while ago. Why are you doing this? And if you're going there, wouldn't it be dangerous to enter? It's fine to enter now, so feel free to go in. I've spoken with Monokuma earlier to put it away. Put it away? You'll know when you enter the science lab. Still, no one seems to be turning off the faucet. You guys really don't have a clue, do you? You don't even have Tsurugi Kinjo anymore. Put what away? The faucet? For the love of God, would you look directly with your own 2 eyes and think in your head, at least? It would be nice if I could tell you everything, huh? There's no point in being so irritating. Since Makaro said it's safe to walk in the water, I should be confident now. Like Makaro said, let's see what happened with my own eyes. This one's gonna be really rough, guys. Gore warning? Gore maybe. Burnt corpse warning? Electrocuted corpse warning? Oh my god. Well, there's the cell phone. Oof. I was seeing Inori's body sinking in the water, and it seemed like she was in tears. We're investigating the bodies of some of our dead friends with no time to grieve. However, without investigation, the killer has to be identified. In order to survive the class trial, I must investigate. For now, I decided to look at the body of Inori based on what was written in the Monokuma file. It was so terrible you couldn't see it with your eyes open, but for now, all of her clothes and skin were burnt. Her whole body was fixed with several layers of box tape, and her hands were tied with ropes and hung from the table. Inori, in this state of being unable to move, suffered terrible pain and died. I continued to investigate while my swearing reached hollow ears. The tools that were used on Inori. I remember seeing box tapes and ropes in the art room. It seems, for whatever the reason, the art room is a place related to the incident. Other than that, I can only think of the fact that the faucet where she is tied to is the same table, and there's many miscellaneous tools around us. But do they have anything to do with the case? The box tape was tightly attached in her shoulders. 5 layers. Even a strong adult man would make it impossible to tear off with their own strength. And also, it must have been even harder for Inori, who was small in size, to move. Was there any reason to tie Inori up to this extent? Just the killer's idea? Would that be it? Looking at it that way, Inori has always been in the infirmary after it opened. Maybe there's a clue in that place too. Yeah. Okay, the body's off the screen. An object next to Inori's body. It's the Monokuma file. Information about Inori should be written in it. The victim is Kanata Inori. The estimated time of death is about 8:35. The body was found in the science lab. The cause of death is electric shock. The body's internal organs have been burned through the wet body because of an electric current for a long time while being bound. Terrible. Not a drop of blood was shed, and yet this is the most terrible someone has done to a friend. Doing this to Inori, who's the smallest and weakest among us. The culprit behind this. It's fair to say that we are distressed to have to doubt another friend against our will, but at this very moment, the undeniable anger that I feel has risen against this perpetrator, and I don't even know who they are yet. Yeah, one death's gonna be more important than the other, probably. It's different from Yamaguchi. He was presumed to have been killed by his neck with one blow, but Inori's case was just a victim that was being killed in front of her very own eyes. A few minutes ago, with a single wall in between the door of the science lab, I heard her scream. Her pain, her cries, her agony very clearly. I can't help but feel this anger, but it won't make any difference. Since it's just a Monokuma file that gives me information, I'll have to make use of this. But this alone is not enough information. From what can be deduced as of now is the time of death was 8:35. She died 5 minutes earlier than Yamaguchi. Around that time, we couldn't open the science lab room. And we were just outside the room. There's no problem with the time, at least. But killing 2 people directly in 5 minutes? At that time, we were walking between the 2nd and 3rd floors. So if we go back and forth between the areas, you would definitely stand out. How could the killer murder 2 people with only 5 minutes for each? Oh, this is... Deep in the water pool of the science lab, I saw something I had seen somewhere before. This was Maki's mobile phone. Probably. The cell phone that Uehara discovered on the first day when the 3rd floor was open. I haven't seen any other phones, so Maki's would be the only one left. Why is the cell phone in this place? I looked up at the sides, wondering, but as soon as I saw the screen, I noticed the phone was not in normal condition. Why is the screen like this? It was crumpled with a mixture of purple and pink. The clock was turned into a strange language rather than numbers, and the buttons weren't fitting properly. Simply put in a word, it's broken. Well, it's only natural since it was underwater. I couldn't hide my disappointment, hoping that I might be able to fix the phone and get in touch with the outside world later on. No, right now the class trial should be the main priority. Anyway, does this mean that the mobile phone was used as some kind of tool for the incident related to this case? Thinking that way, I fiddled with the phone a little more and noticed a small alarm indicator at the top of the screen. The alarm was set to 8:30, but now it's already off. Who set the alarm? Besides, at 8:30, this was just before we tried to open the science lab door. As I pondered, it's very likely the phone was involved in the incident, because it was not only that, there was another tool attached to the phone's strap. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this could be... The object connected to the cell phone strap was something I've seen in cartoons and movies. An electric shocker. A taser. I think it's also called a stun gun. Why are these dangerous objects at school? No, it seems like they were in the storage of the science lab, but... That's right, now I can understand what Makaru said. Probably because the stun gun was using its power into the water pit. If it entered in that state, there's a high chance we would have gotten electrocuted. But now it seems it's not working. That was also because Makaru told Monokuma to put it away. More importantly than that is that this is far away from the crime scene. According to what Monokuma file, Inori's death was caused by electrocution. It's probably definitive that this was most likely the murder weapon. But what reason does it have to be connected to the phone strap? Well, this is easy. So the culprit set the alarm on the phone so that it would vibrate and fall off the table and pull the stun gun into the water. That's not the only weird thing. If you think about this, the weapon was a stun gun and means that the killer struck Inori with this object. But then contradictions show up, such as the locked room scenario and the crime that was done to Yamaguchi. There's nothing to suggest that the killer can only attack directly to their victim. Maybe making the science lab out of water like this was to prepare an effective crime scene. If electricity goes on while you're immersed in water, you're in a real danger zone. The rest to figure out would be how the killer made the water to be energized, and what method did they use. I'll have to speak about this with the others. You haven't really been following along with this game, but the person was probably your favorite? Fair. Nothing? Nothing here? Okay. Oh, mono coins. Fantastic. You didn't follow me, did you? At least you listened. When you came in here, you know now the reason I told you not to touch the water, and why this place became a pool of water. Yeah, but Makaru, I wanted to ask you something different from this. Do you think he'll answer? I'm serious here, I really have a question. It was when you were in the art room locker. You asked me to show you my hand as soon as you left the locker, right? Tasty Tango, hello, hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good one. How are you? Why did you do that? I won't answer this. However, it's just simple safety. No matter what happens, the only thing that lives on is insurance. It's the minimal precaution that's needed. Thank you for the sip, please. Keaton with the boba. Ooh, a berry bliss. Delicious. Insurance. The two of us aren't close enough to explain every phrase to you, am I right? Don't worry, the psycho cop won't be able to serve you this time.
Look at the fucking smile on my face.
Oh yeah, that merch is comfy. Comfy Neko merch. Lots of snow down here in the south. Yeah, we are on day 16 of snow every single day. Crystal with another berry bliss. Yummy, 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 yummy. I know a few people have Neko merch now. Blaze and I both have Neko merch. Cherry's got Neko. Cherry, did you get anything more than a poster, or did you just get poster? But the hoodies especially are extremely comfy. Blaze with a honey. Blaze, you can't get away from these 1-star pulls, man. Just a poster, yeah. You have a few things in Neko merch. It's very appreciated. And for you, my unpaid intern, you'll get a hoodie eventually, next merch drop. Anywho. More boba. Ooh, a berry bliss. Yummy, yummy. More berry blisses, but just the extra special one. All right, I'm cleaning my glasses. Here we go. Is this song different? This is from 2, I think. Like this version, I think is from 2. Oh, there's another berry bliss. Going to Keaton. Delicious. Oh, wait, a Foxy Possum blend. Whoa, that one's new. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Yummy, yummy. Your part of the country has only received light snow. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, okay? How are you? Don't worry, the Psycho Cop won't be able to serve you this time, so you should have an insurance at least. When you guys feel so clueless that you got no other ways to go are on the verge of death, I believe that's supposed to say. If this aspect shows up in the trial, I'll show you my lost trump card. So please make sure it doesn't happen. Okay. Makaro began to investigate Inori's body again, leaving only empty silence in the end. It's the moment that she will no longer speak. At that time, Makaro had to make sure I gave her my right hand. I took a look at my right hand, but there wasn't anything there. Is it something only Makaro knows? Uh-oh. Twitch ads getting bunked again. Keaton, what'd they do? This is one of the tables in the science lab, and the faucet allows you to throw away medicines or wash your hands during experiments. But now water is pouring out of the faucet at maximum capacity, and it's overflowing. Right, the reason why the science lab was flooded like this is because of the faucet. What a huge waste of water. But now's not the time to think about it. I hurriedly turned the faucet and the water stopped flowing. Well, there's no reason for the water to fill anything now. Also, this must have been done by the killer too. But what was the reason? To make the science lab a sea of water? Yeah, so that he could electrocute Inori on a timer. Alright. Oh wait, I gotta go down to the art room. Whoa. Water bill incoming. Ugh. Water is expensive, chat. Trust. Water is expensive.
Hi, Ayuki. The hallway's a water bath. The art room is full of bloody lockers. Why is everything so bad?
It seems the culprit this time planned the crime by going from place to place.
That's a very intelligent killer. I wonder if Satsuki can win. Against such a mighty opponent, I'm a little worried.
It's a locker that contained miscellaneous art tools, but now the inside is covered with blood in a terrible condition. Makaro was bound like this in this bloody locker. At that time, her arms and legs were tied with tape and her mouth was taped as well. She was locked from the outside, and the door of the locker was hitting the door of the locker from the inside to try and get out. The result was the rumbling sound that echoed to the second floor. And the killer did all of this, right? Apparently, the culprit trapped her here for some reason. Otherwise, if you did all this to yourself, it would only create more suspicion. Not only Makaru, the attack on Uehara and Kinjo must have their reason as well. But the bigger issue is this bloody locker. If you think about it, Yamaguchi or Inori's body doesn't seem to be related to the art room. However, what does the blood in the locker suggest? No matter who it's from, it's pretty difficult not to miss it. The blood is also dried up. Inori didn't seem to have any bleeding. Yamaguchi instead had too much bleeding. But he died not too long ago, and Makaru was also right here, but she wasn't bleeding. If that's the case, it could be Kinjo's blood. It's only my guess, but Kinjo got hit in his head. If this amount comes from his head, wouldn't he have died? As blood's identity, it's troublesome in more ways than one. I have no choice but to discuss it at the class trial. What should you get for dinner? What kind of choices do you have, Cherry? No, she was covered in blood. Like a bloody, like, towel? So much. This is a very bloody chapter. Kurokawa, you came down to the first floor. Did you figure something out? Kurokawa? Originally, she always came out without a word, but now it looks like she's cautious. Is it because of the mood? I don't think she's open to talk for now, so I decided to leave it alone. Let's continue investigating. Why is the floor down here a weird color? It almost feels hazy. Interesting. It's Kinjo who's fainted. The others treated him here and put him in the infirmary's bed. There's no way Kinjo will just finish here. When will you wake up? We're in a lot of trouble without you. It's a locker that stores various medicines. Let's leave it alone, as it can be a big deal if I touch medicines I don't know anything about. Huh? There's something here. Hamana coins. The refrigerator is a place to store transfusion packs individually stored for each blood type. I was surprised when I opened the refrigerator. Ding, ding, ding! Ding, 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 ding! I knew this was gonna be it. No way. We don't have any transfusion packs? There were no less than 20 transfusion packs left the last time I saw them. Who used a pack recently? No, where would you even use a transfusion pack? That's where the amount of money is. Yeah. Let's think for a moment. When did the packs disappear? I recall them being stored properly until at least yesterday. That least was it the killer's doing? But even if the culprit is the one, why do they need to take a transfusion pack? Did they even need fresh blood? So here's my growing theory. Here we go. Neko's theorizing again. I still think the priest is the one who did it. Now, when we found him, his head was bloodied, right? He had some like blood running down his face. So I think he took all the packs, made Yamaguchi's body way bloodier, so that he could cover up taking one pack for himself. We are, however, still missing something. I wonder what we're missing. I really don't think it's Makaru. Just being thorough around here. Obviously, there's something we haven't found yet. I might have just missed something. Like, it's very easy to miss something when... Oh, shoot. I forgot. That's why I was like that. That's weird. Especially when you don't know the game, yeah. These games are harder when you don't know them. I forgot there was the button I could use, though. Alright, we'll start back in the lab. Okay. Big maps, yeah. Do they have no? So what I'm using the shift mode for is to tell me like what I haven't properly investigated. I know I shouldn't despair, but I'm dropping tears. Can't help it. It's a huge blood trace from Yamaguchi's body to the library door. Was this all Yamaguchi's blood? There's something wrong with this. It's a terrible amount to look at, but I've seen a situation similar to this. It was dark back then, so I couldn't see well. Tamori shed such a tremendous amount of blood and died. However, there are more from Yamaguchi's in terms of quantity. This blood leads all the way into the corridor. There's also this. In Tamori's case, there were 2 wounds on the neck and the other in the stomach. It was discovered several hours after death, so it was already bleeding. Less than an hour after death, and no matter how deeply you're injured, can this amount of blood come out of your neck. Not only that, the shape of the blood is also a little strange. It looks as if the body was brought into the library from outside. I'll check this out for a bit. Huh? When I slightly lifted his body and looked at the floor where he was laying down, I immediately felt a sense of discomfort. If the corpse was brought from outside, there should be no blood under his corpse. But that's what I see here. Blood spots are also all over his body. Thanks to that, his stomach and chest were met with blood. The shape of the bleeding itself certainly feels like dragging the corpse to the floor from the outside. If so, there could be no blood left under the corpse like this. No, before that. If there was blood as under the body, that means there was blood here before Yamaguchi fell. Is that right, though? Inori didn't really seem to have to bleed, then this blood must be Yamaguchi's. Or it's transfusion blood. I noticed something strange about the situation with the blood sea in the library and his body. I'll mark it down and discuss it with the others at the class trial. I just bit my tongue. It hurts. What is this blood spot? Right next to me is Yamaguchi, whose blood goes all the way around the library. It's not that strange that there could be blood spots following this idea, but this blood spot looked a bit different. It's only one away from his corpse. This blood spot is... Hey, Maida, what you doing sitting on the floor? Oh, Kabashikawa, do you know where this blood stain comes from? That's where Kinjo fell. This is the place you found him? Well, when we entered the library, Yamaguchi was there as you can see it, and Kinjo was lying in that position and unconscious. You didn't know because you didn't see him here. That's right. I heard Kinjo was struck in the head and bleeding. But you mean he spilled this much blood? You thought it was a joke? Atori had to disinfect and bandage him, so it's okay for now. But at first, I thought he was really dead. Kinjo was lying in this position. Ooh. Sorry, chat. I can't imagine that Kinjo knocked down someone else's head in the back. And then how did the killer attack Kinjo to stun him? Blaze, you're funny. Guy, hi, hello, how are ya? You feeling any better? We were just talking about you earlier today. I was saying how concerned I've been. You're doing somewhat better, but still very Oh my goodness, he must have been like really sick. He's been sick for a while, hasn't been able to really attend. Hasn't been able to be here. Been pretty worried, actually.
When and how did the killer attack Kinjo to stun him? And if it's enough to make you bleed this much, why did they stop with only that? Yamaguchi and Inori were the only ones who were killed, even though there was an obvious malice behind it. The fact that a Blacken can kill up to 2 people, since it was added later as a rule, the criminal wouldn't know about this. If Kinjo wakes up, I should ask him. Well, I'm glad that it's better, even if only somewhat. Do, 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 do. You were able to have soup last night. That's good. Oh, more stuff for me to look into. Okay. Huh? I wonder if there might be something here too. I was inadvertently looked at the trash can and was surprised to find something. I thought it was a tissue paper, but looking closely, it looks like a type of cloth. I took out the unidentified piece of cloth from the trash can and opened it. Let's see. Ooh, are these clothes? No, it's not just clothes. This is... no way. They were indeed blood-soaked so that it was difficult to recognize the original color. But the pure white color that looked at a glance reminded me that this was originally a white gown worn by doctors. This white coat is what Inori was wearing. When I think about it, Inori's body that I saw in the science lab was not wearing a white coat. To think I would find it in such an unexpected place. No, the fact that it may not be so unexpected. It's in a place where the corpses were found, the science lab and library, but the art room is pretty close to the area of the incident. The locker where Makaro was found is the same. This white coat. It seems the blood from the coat has been there for some time, since it didn't feel wet at all. The question is, where did the killer use this white coat? For starters, Inori didn't seem to have any bleeding, so maybe it was used while killing Yamaguchi. No, it can't be. It's too dry to be from Yamaguchi's blood. It would be an important clue, so I was able to make a new discovery while investigating every corner of the white coat. The pocket of the coat, I found a crumbled plastic wrap, but when I opened it carefully, I could see it was a blood stain. The locker, the library floor, the white coat, and this. There's too many blood-related clues. What even happened here? Also, when I take a look closely, the plastic wrap had a small round hole in the middle, but the meaning was unknown. I guess I'll have to talk about it in the trial. It's possible it was used to prevent blood, but wrapping a plastic for the sake of... would it have anything to do with the clues we found? Inori and Yamaguchi have died. Huh? This plaster weapon, was it originally here? I thought it was against the plaster on the right. I don't come to the art room often, so I'm not sure about this. I don't know, it's probably an illusion. The moment I tried to make that judgment and move my steps, I saw the red spot. The spear, is this blood? It wasn't very notable, but there was a circular red dot on the tip of the long blade. I picked up the spear and smelled that part. A faint but fishy smell. It's blood. The weapon that killed Yamaguchi was something long and sharp. This might fit for the murder weapon.
After using it to kill Yamaguchi, it was naturally back to the same place where it originally was. But the location was different because the killer got mistaken? Looking at the blood on it, it must be somehow related to this case. Somehow. Who do I think did it? The priest. Why is the blood splatter so tiny sized and in a circular splatter? It was so tiny I almost missed it. Did it make a small bounce from this? No, that wouldn't have caused the blood to splatter in the first place. I don't think I can figure out what it is yet. Still not everything, huh? Oh. What's this? A wooden stick-like object was floating on the water-filled science lab floor. Oh, this. That's right. When the science lab's door didn't open, it was because of this thing. The Makaro moved to open the door. When we found Inori's body, we had a hard time because the door of the science lab would not be opened. It seems that the killer used this object to block the door. When I picked it up and checked it up close, it was an ordinary wooden stick. But it was very thick, so it would be natural if the sliding door was blocked with something like this. When I looked at the back of the door, I saw a space where the wooden board could fit in. If it is closed while standing behind the door, then the room's closed room scenario would naturally be completed. However, what was the reason for the killer to make this a closed room? Huh. A reason selected on the room. Sorry. I'll keep it in mind. That's gonna be it. Yep, there we go. I think we're almost done by now. The culprit is still a mystery. Damn. Maybe more investigation is required. Monokuma hasn't called yet, so let's continue. Kinjo! You're awake! Maida. Are you okay? What about your bandages? It wasn't a thin wound from what I've heard. Now's not the time to bother about that. Maida, did another murder happen? Yeah, just a little while ago. The class trial will begin soon. Kinjo, I'm glad you woke up. Sorry, we don't have time to relax. I have to see the scene of the case before the trial starts. Did you do some research? Do you know where the scene is? Yeah. You should start with the library, science lab, art room, and infirmary. Okay, thanks. Kinjo, wait a minute. What's wrong? I'm sorry. Like I said before, I don't have much time right now. If I go to the trial without knowing what the case is, it's over. I'll talk to you later. What I'm trying to ask you right now is related to the investigation. It's okay if it's simple, right? Please answer me. How the hell did you pass out? I saw bloody Yamaguchi. Eh? I saw blood coming from the library. I went to investigate. Yamaguchi was collapsed on the floor in the blood. No matter how much I see corpses, couldn't hide my surprise. Taking that little pause as their chance, someone attacked me from behind. Don't have any memory after that. Wait, you're talking about yesterday at nighttime, right? Yeah? What I mean is, Yamaguchi was laying on the floor all bloody since yesterday at night? Correct. If you walk around the scene right away, you'll notice it. So Yamaguchi, he's dead, right? Yeah. Not only Yamaguchi, Inori also died. What? Inori too? The culprit in this case is not a simple person. They're a heinous mind that killed 2 people in a single day. This damned asshole, I'll definitely catch this being and punish him. You should go and do some more research for that too. So I'll leave now, Maida. This is actually good, though. Kinjo managed to wake up. But will he be okay? Time is already... Oh, right. What Kinjo said was somewhat weird. He mentioned he saw Yamaguchi collapsed, but the time of death is around morning hours. So he was unconscious until the killer showed up again? bloodied and abandoned until morning after. No. Miracles like Tamori don't happen twice. Still, what Kinjo has said would be a good clue to something, so it's good to put that in a notice. Hi, Wing It. Hi, Wing It. Hi, Wing It. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? The more I investigate something, the more the mystery seems to get deeper. All right. Before Yamakuma does... Yamakuma. Yep. Monokuma. Wow. Before Monokuma does his thing, here we go. We are, ouch. That hurt. Ow. So like I said, Yamaguchi's sitting in a pile of transfusion blood packs. Like there's no other way that that's anything. Got to hang with some friends and prep some stream stuff for next week. Very nice. Am I good? It's been a day, Cherry. It's been a day. So Yamaguchi has been laying in a pile of transfusion packs since last night. Then the killer waited until Kinjo came and found him, knocked Kinjo unconscious, left him there next to Yamaguchi's bloody body from other stuff. Are quotes working now? Yes, Wing It, they are. Sorry. I just saw a message. I need to... Sorry about that. Same issue as before or something different? What? Oh no, so okay, so he's laying in this pile of bloody transfusion blood all over the floor, right? Killer comes in. Killer's like, okay, I'm gonna hide in this corner of the library. Kinjo's gonna show up. I'm gonna frame him. I'm gonna knock him unconscious right here. Right? Killer knocks Kinjo unconscious. It snowed today. It snowed here too. But Wing It, the children yearn for the mines. Anywho. Wow. Killer knocks Kinjo unconscious and then leaves both of them unconscious in the library. He finds Makaru, he ties her up, he plants bloody stuff on her. He shoves her in the art room locker. He gets the murder weapon, which is that big spear thing that we saw. And probably sets it somehow so that, well, I mean, you spelled minor M-I-N-E-R instead of M-I-N-O-R, so it's a minor problem as in digging. Yep. So get the big spear thing in the art lab, definitely murder weapon. Covered it in plastic wrap for some reason. Probably to hide that it was the weapon. And then left it there, I guess. Uehara was sitting, so the priest is sitting in the hallway. He's already got Inori tied up in the science lab with a trap set up to electrocute her come the morning. He knows what time it's set to go off at. So he then comes in the morning, says to whoever came back down to the second floor with him, okay, I'm going to search here. Cuts off the guy's throat, takes the weapon back to the art lab. Yeah. I can see exactly how this worked. It's just going to be proving it in court, really. Yeah. There's 2 people dead, Alex. So if you need to go back and look a little more, there are 2 dead people. Hey, you guys. Sorry you had to work so hard in your research. However, I don't think he needed help. I just think he had a lot of time to do it. Big Mecca. Mr. Monokuma here is impatient, so why don't we just solve this together? That said, the class trial will now begin. Please gather at the red carpet door on the first floor as usual. What kind of results will be waiting for us in this trial? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it thrilling? Boop, 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 boop. I'll be waiting. Oh, Alex! Alex, too early. Oh. I know a few people would have seen snow around here. I mean, there's people that I know that live in colder climates than I do. That are in chat right now even. Culprit needs to apologize. For real though. For real though. For real though. Yeah, and like Cherry's right now is in like Canada and like on vacation. Fun. Time's up. But what about Kinjo? He just started investigating, but now they're already gathering. It was a big misfortune that he was laying down because he passed out. Even without Kinjo's help, we'll have to work together. Even if I think about it, I haven't properly figured out the crime scene yet. Ooh. Keaton with a kitty cocoa crush. Yummy, 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 yummy. Damn it. This won't make a difference if I stay here. If I'm late, I'll get punished. Let's just go. Smart guy. Oh, how could you? Upon entering the entrance of the court, most of the guys were already gathered. Maida, you're here. Are you the last one? Did Kinjo never manage to open his eyes? We each caged out when he did to work the whole shit. Yeah. What do you mean? Kinjo isn't here?
What are you talking about? Did he wake up?
I met up with him just before I got here. Is that true? Thank goodness Kinjo woke up. Oof, Cherry. But I can't see him. It's a motto language to not have a class trial without properly investigating in his own personality. However, it's time for the meeting, and he's late because he wants to investigate. You've acquired dinner. Delicious, Blaze. Did you get what I think you got? Isn't that so? It is so like Kinjo indeed. Honestly, Blaze, I'm quite jelly of your dinner. You predict she's the killer and her motivation was some secret cursed video only she saw? Yeah. Blaze got general cells. Yummy.
No way, but what if Kinjo is the culprit in the case?
What is this nonsense deja vu again? Teruya, you just saying that because they're late? Think about it and tell me. Cherry, why? Ooh, that sounds delicious, Alex. That's just the way you wrote that. It feels weird. Why not? Could happen, right? What? Kinjo can be the culprit. He wrote Blazy Boy, and that was weird. Just makes me think Jace, my boy. Anywho, the killer is either the priest or the girl in the locker. She didn't have any marks on her. I really think it was the priest. Like Celeste style was the priest. Wouldn't it be more fun then? Psycho Cop finally goes to murder with their own hands. Right, guy? No, Cherry, I haven't. I was muted. Oopsie, 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 oopsie. I went to blow my nose and muted and then forgot I was muted. Sorry. No, Blazy Boy isn't like slang for anything or something like that. Maybe I've heard you say it, but like looking at it written out is weird. Besides, Neko's like really airheaded. And maybe I haven't. You're finally all done with washing laundry, so you'll be folding the clothes? Cherry, you're not a neglected child. Good luck finding enough evidence to convict the killer. Well, I must have already found the evidence. I just need to do the trial. Huh? You already know who the killer is? Who is it? Why should I tell you, idiots? Don't worry, I'll watch your shoveling and struggling. I'm not sure if I should say this, but this is the first time I've ever thought about wanting to hit a woman this much. By the way, where's Kinjo? He's late. Alright, have you all gathered? Good then, let's get started. As always, just take the elevator to go down. Trial's design has been remodeled, so look forward to it. But Kinjo is not here. Kinjo's not here. Kinjo was given a special time bonus due to his fainting condition. Is what I want to say, but since he woke up and started investigating, it's presumed that they're going to participate in the class trial. So this is my mistake. He won't get punished, but I'll bring him shortly in supersonic speed. Hey, what kind of supersonic speed is this? Oh, it's just that I was about to search for him. He was already at the door. Oop, boop, boop, boop. Kinjo sure is obedient. You came and I didn't even need to call you. Shut up and disappear before my eyes are ready. Kinjo, are you okay? Did as much investigating as possible. Compared to previous cases, amount of information is extremely insufficient, but... No, I asked if you were okay since you got hurt. You mean my body? That's fine. It's experienced this much injuries even once or twice without a snatcher. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Kinjo? Didn't expect to see you bleeding and fainting. Think you're forgetting something. I'm a human being too. Got caught off guard.
Did you get a little fed up with us, Kinjo? Clearly, last time you left the dining room, I thought you were breaking our bonds or something like that.
Hello, Emily. Hi, how are ya? Of course it did. It still hasn't changed. The condition of the situation in the class trial. Your charges being preliminary criminals are revoked for the time being. Criminal analogy is the more manpower there is, the better. Because the murders occurred, the rest of the criminals other than the actual criminal incident are simply ordinary citizens in the scenario. Kobashi is making lists of swearing words to give double comeback to Kinjo once he woke up. Hey, I never did that. Do whatever you like. It's a temporary truce anyway. After the trial, you'll become a preliminary criminal once more. Is that the ultimate Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, you know what, chat? I wonder, is this still a thing? No. Okay. Sorry. I'm just checking stuff. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. She's the best. God damn. No. 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 Sorry, I'm closing some tabs here. Just realized I got a bunch of crap open. Anywho. They all love the stupid clown. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks. Cherry, behave. No, they're scary, okay? Okay. They're scary. Like, no, we don't like clowns on this channel. No clowns. Clowns are scary. Okay. Now that we got that down, clowns are scary. Of course, Akana Tyra's an exception. Always thinking of you as a semi-criminal. One that committed attempted murder, so don't even think you're innocent in the least. Keaton, please no. Please no. Please, can you delete that? I'm sorry, just that message. I really, really don't like clowns, guys. Thank you. The crazy guy started having seizures again. Tyra, don't bother with what that waste of a man says. When Maki died, we were thoroughly fighting with each other. It's a difficult class trial ever if we have to work together. Something gave me an odd feeling like this would be an even more harder trial than any other I faced. That's enough talking. Anyway, we're starting the trial, right? Let's just get on with it already. Indeed, the first thing we must do now is solve what's in front of us. It's not good for everyone to be on edge this early. Yes, I am in... Herbal fusion for Blaze. I indeed have chlorophobia, okay? Yes, I'm afraid of clowns. Keaton gets a golden oolong. Yes, I do not like clowns. Can I please continue with the trial now? Are we good, chat? I do not like clowns. They are freaky. Okay. Yes, it is a phobia. Thank you, Cryo, for the fucking Monokuma. Yes, it is a phobia. No, I'm not proud of it. Please, leave me alone. Anywho. Yeah, Makaru and Uehara are right. Posture check. Hibari, thank you for the posture check. If we don't pass the class trial, we all will die. Relationships with the others, conflicts with Kinjo, there are many problems ahead. I want to solve them, but first, the biggest one. Let's begin our class trial. If we don't take care of it, nothing will change in the end. Then let's go down. I'll open the door. Cherry! Like always, the elevator was making a loud sound and went underground. The inside of the elevator was filled with 9 people left. It was so quiet during this time. There's also fewer people now. Is it because the relationship between us is worsened than between the first and second trials? Me in particular, I tried not to make eye contact with some of them, such as Kinjo or Makaru. I wonder if we will really be able to survive this time. The elevator stopped with a shake, and we seem to be getting used to it by now. Whoa, this is a surprise. Why are you in front of me, bear thing? Didn't you learn in kindergarten to think about the people who get off an elevator? Monokuma's been doing this once or twice already, though. It's hard to react anymore.
Why is he not saying anything? Has he been turned off?
Why is Monokuma like this? I don't know, Big Mecha. Not yet. Guess this is a new act. Hey, how long you planning on doing that for? We do have to do the class trial. You gonna move? Something seems different than usual here. Kurakawa, touching that thing wouldn't do any good. Huh? What's wrong, Makaka-chan? Kurakawa was suddenly stunned. At first, she thought Monokuma was pulling a prank, but she noticed the mood was different than usual. And then...
Yeah! I'm alive, I live. You thought I was dead.
When Kurakawa touched it, Monokuma suddenly began to make a loud noise.
What the hell you doing? You kidding around? Don't do that again. All of a sudden, my rack was stuck. I was surprised, too.
Rock?
Boo, 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 boo. It's no big deal. Did y'all come down here in the meantime? Well done. Then, shall we start right away? Looks like you're trying to rush something here.
By the way, wasn't Kurakawa's scream cute? Let's just move on. Oh, one of them's for Monokuma, the other's for the mastermind. Blaze! I mean, traditionally Monokuma's been a girl, huh?
Alright, it's time for what everyone's been waiting for. The class trial is back! Well, of course I knew it would happen.
Nobody waited for this.
Whatevs, even if it's not you, there's another person who was waiting for this. Anyway, this will be the third class trial, your own relationships, who's been paying attention to the trends of the nerds, who seems to be in a state of lockdown as if it were breaking.
Shut up, I don't care about that. Don't bring up stupid stuff and start already.
Oh boy, tough attitude, I see. I was gonna start anyway. Now then, shall we go with no more words? An extreme trial! Class trial that crosses beyond life and death.
The third one. The moment Monokuma said that, I suddenly felt disoriented. Even when you think that 2 victims and 2 culprits died, 4 friends were already gone. In addition to the victims of this incident, so a total of 6 friends have left our group. One of the victims this time was Inori. After the infirmary was opened, she didn't know when someone would get hurt, so she spent most of her days in that room. A child with the most angelic heart I've ever known, who worried about us, our health, our happiness. Inori was that kind of person, through and through. The reason she died was because her whole body became a block of charcoal. Her whole body was tied down and unable to move. Someone who has done such a terrible thing is among us. They also killed Yamaguchi and committed ruthless acts. The culprit, although Yamaguchi was timid and behaved inappropriately due to his size, at important times he mediated the situation like a lawyer should, and we laughed a lot together. Among us. But then he was killed with a neck wound so severe that it was clearly amputated in cold blood. Yamaguchi was no longer with us. A trial to uncover the killer begins now. A trial in order to live. A lie in order to live. A betrayal in order to live. Elaborating their will to live for an excuse to kill. Using trust at the risk of life. Risking our lives in this class trial. Alright, guys. You expected the lawyer to be one of those to survive. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. You think bitch did it? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, chat. My survivors bracket right now is literally Makaru, Kinjo, and Atori. That's my entire survivors bracket right now. Evan, thanks for the hydrate. Hi. Yeah, bitch is bitch. Riskier, hello, hi-o. Yeah. But he's obviously didn't actually die, and he's the mastermind, and like he's actually the one that's killed everybody. What about Yuki? I think Yuki and Akane are the mastermind. Like that's how they're gonna go. Is like the two of them are the mastermind together. Uehara is gonna die as the culprit this round. Case for the clown's gonna be the killer. I haven't really figured out who the victim is gonna be yet. And case 5 is gonna have something to do with the seance chick. This is just, again, these are my predictions. Just like based on who's left. Based on what's going on. We also know that there's another character hiding in the basement. I'm kind of expecting... So honestly, you know what would be really, really sad is if the clown killed Kobashikawa. I don't know that that's gonna happen. Maybe we'll get the new person next chapter and she'll kill the new person. Which, because I always think it's really funny when they introduce a character just to kill them off right away. Axelander, hello. First stream in a while that it's just me? Maybe. What did I do yesterday? It was Okami. I fell asleep during stream yesterday, didn't I? I really did. I was like nodding off yesterday. I'm so sorry, chat. That was such a short stream. That would be funny. That's okay. All I remember after stream yesterday, you need to rewatch the basement scene. Yeah. So there's definitely somebody down there. Stream was still good. I still feel bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay?
Oh my, I can only do so much, Lulu.
There you go. Have a piece of candy. Now then, let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. No. I don't care, Monokuma. We all know what a class trial is.
So we have to find out the culprit who killed Kanata and Yamaguchi, right?
That's right. Now then, you may start. Do I like Haru? Not particularly, Mari.
You know, this is a little bit awkward. Can Kinju lead again?
I could keep you on top of my reasoning, but unfortunately, I won't be very helpful this time either. Is this game based off that one anime? So this game is a fan game based on Danganronpa. Something's wrong. When was there ever a basement in Hope's Peak Academy? Remember that this is another Despair Academy. You're still thinking of later chapters, possible deaths? Yeah, so I'm just, again, I have thoughts. I investigated in a hurry. I don't even know the details of the case, so there are several parts I couldn't investigate. Because you got beaten and knocked out by the killer, right? Then we have no choice but to do it ourselves as much as possible. It's gonna be a miracle if Makaru helps us. Now, it'll be fine. You keep talking, we'll reach an answer, right? When you start discussing, Kinjo might find something too. I hope so. Then let's do it as far as we can. This case has been far more different than the others. Unlike Maki or Tamori, who died suddenly while we couldn't see them, the murder took place right in front of us. This place is the spitting image of D1. It's not. It's not. It's very, very similar. But the location of the gym is wrong. The pool is missing. There's an extra classroom on the 3rd floor. There's no, there's rooms missing. There's bonus rooms. Like, the things are moved around a little bit. If I could, you know, if you wanted me to give you like an actual analysis, I could pop into D1 and just like show you what I mean. Maybe I'll make a video about it. I've been talking about making some videos for when we go on vacation later this year anyway. So maybe I'll make a video about the differences, but I don't really think it's much more than short material. So maybe we'll see. I don't know. No promises. Yeah, we're going out to a con in May. Yeah. It's only a weekend trip. Jerry. Who suddenly died while we couldn't see them. The murder took place right in front of us. Yeah, that too. We know because 2 people were killed on different floors. I think the people on each other's floors will have different information. That was when Kinjo faded at that time. Then, it's best to listen to everyone as much as possible. We'll begin with a summary of the case. Satsuki will help too. You need dates to notify Boss Man? Oh, hold on, Cryo. Actually, I can give you those dates right now. We will be gone from May 9th. Or, well, we're leaving... We're leaving, after you get out of work on what is your Thursday, so Thursday morning. We'll probably wake up, see the kids, and leave. We got a sitter for the whole weekend. I'm so excited. And then you'll be coming back on the 11th. So that's one Friday day off and one Monday day off. Can you be the... No, we've already got one, actually, Cherry. Thanks. Thanks. Make sure to follow the 621. What is that, Hibari?
We'll begin with a summary of the case. Satsuki will help too.
May 9th, Friday, yes. Well, no, we're checking in on the 8th. So you won't be in that Thursday night. Thursday the 8th at night, which is your Friday day. You won't be in that day. And then you won't be in the night of the 11th, which is the 12th. Here, I'll just send you a screenshot of the calendar. There you go. There you go. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, and 1 sanitation check? Yeah, that actually sounds about right. Okay. The people who surveyed the second floor and the people who checked the third floor saw and heard differently, so we have to gather information. As Koba said, Kinjo didn't know anything, so let's explain the incident and sort out the order in which the incident occurred. What do you mean, Cherry? You'd probably be a really good babysitter. Chat, occasionally during the day, because if you didn't know, I like to sit in the Discord a lot during the day. And my kids are running around and they're doing their thing. And my younger son likes to come on the mic and tell everybody hi. And Cherry always is like, yeah, I want to say hi to him. So there you go. I think Cherry would honestly be a grand babysitter. Just not in this situation. Because we've already got one hired and picked out and they're staying with. So, maybe a babysitter for like a date night, but not a babysitter for a whole weekend, Cherry. First, before the BDA rang this morning, Maida, Taira, Iranami, Atori, and I were waiting for everyone to gather at the restaurant. After an hour, Makako arrived. The rest weren't coming at all. We felt something was wrong and decided to find Kanata and Yamaguchi.
Then on the second floor, we found Uehara fainted. Unfortunately, he was able to come to his senses. But right after that, on the third floor, there was a strange sound that went wild. So we decided to act in 2 groups, the second floor investigation group and the third floor one. Kurokawa, Uehara, and I were on the third floor. As for the second floor, it was Taira, Koba-Shikawa, Otori, and Iranami who took over. Right, so you're saying the viewpoint diverges from there, isn't that right? In my case, I heard a rough story from the others in charge of the second floor investigation, but there are probably many others who didn't know about it yet. Shall Maida, Kurokawa, and me talk about the third floor first? We went up to the third floor, and then each of us decided to check a room. Maida went to the art room, the epicenter of the strange sounds. I checked the science lab, and Kurokawa decided to check the rest of the rooms. The empty classrooms and casino. There was nothing wrong. Like Uehara said, I headed to the art room where I was able to confirm the identity of the strange noise. The sound that was coming from inside the locker. It was Makaru with her hands and feet tied up. Inside the art room locker was Makaru with her mouth taped and her limbs were bloody, and she was kicking the locker door to try and open it. That was what the roaring sound was. Makaru was trapped? And bloody too?
Wait,
She wasn't in position to talk to the others either. This incompetent child. I won't let this go so easily.
Why me? I'm just trying to organize the case.
Maida went to the art room and came along with Makaru, and I wondered how he found her. She must have been trapped.
Well, at that time, the situation was so urgent. There were some things that couldn't be explained properly.
But why was Makaru found like that?
Why, you ask? I was taken off guard by the killer.
You also say you were off guard?
Don't worry. Unlike the cop over there, I didn't give a damn.
Oh, what do you mean?
Don't mind and continue the discussion. I'll tell you after I watch you guys shuffle some more. You really are a piece. Isn't there even cooperativeness in here anymore?
Ignore Makaru, keep talking. Even if you don't know, I have to reason based on what I just heard now.
Yeah, then I'll continue. After taking Makaru out, we came out through the corridor, but then Kurokawa and Uehara called out, mentioning that the science lab door wasn't opening.
As I said earlier, I went to investigate the science lab, but the door was tightly closed and couldn't be opened. In my attempt, I tried to force it open, but it was no use. The effort didn't seem good at all, so Kurokawa joined, who came from investigating the other places.
There was even a scream coming out of the science lab. The four of us who were on the third floor all focused on opening the door, and finally we succeeded in opening the door.
Was Kanata dead?
Shortly after, the body discovery announcement came out. Everyone knows by now from seeing Inori's body, but it was so horrible that she was shocked to death. She couldn't even move from there. The crimes didn't end there.
Yes, it came out again. Another BDA.
That's Yamaguchi's that we found in the library, right?
In order to see what had transpired, we went down to the second floor and joined you guys. We also checked Yamaguchi's body. That's all from our report on the third floor investigation team. As for us who checked the second floor, we're no different. Each of the four were put to investigate a classroom, and I went to the library. Found Yamaguchi and Kinjo, and then the rest of the guys discovered the corpse one after another, and the BDA rang.
So roughly, that's how the case played out.
Yeah, at first glance, it's like a murder case. Just like two people died overnight, and we found them one after another. But the biggest problem with this case is that the killing was this morning, the same day. They even went to the same areas as us, even the same hour, and committed a murder.
Is that... You mean the estimated time of death in the Monokuma file?
Am I gonna get cosplay when I go to the con? I do have an outfit in mind that's kind of cosplay-y, but it's not an actual cosplay. It's kind of more an OC kind of character. That's right. According to the Monokuma file, Yamaguchi and Inori died at the same time we were investigating the second and third floors. I realize this, but as much as we've been acting in pairs and working with each other, we can prove everyone's alibi.
That's not the only thing that's weird, right? When the science lab door was closed, we heard Inori's scream clearly with the door in between.
Maybe I'll share a picture that doesn't have a face in it, maybe. I'll think about it. Maybe just the clothes on a bed or something when I get everything in.
When we opened the door, there was no one inside.
Fluffy, good night.
No, wait a minute. That's the same for us. The place where Uehara was found was near the stairs of the second floor. To get out of the library after killing Yamaguchi, you have to pass through there, so you couldn't have missed him.
Can I tell you? I mean, it's kind of like Neko as a gym leader, so... Obviously a ghost type gym leader, so...
When you went to search the library, did you go right away after breaking with the others who went to the third floor?
Yeah. When I went to the library, Yamaguchi was already dead.
If the culprit killed him in the library, I couldn't have missed that. And even if they say they secretly came out, Kanata was killed too. To go up to the 3rd floor, they would have had to pass Maida, right? All these things don't make any sense. Didn't ask for that. Don't jump ahead. Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry.
What are you sorry for? You don't have to apologize to that guy. That's how Kinjo is. He doesn't like Tyra anyway, so don't worry. Everyone else isn't thinking badly of you, okay?
Oh no, it's alright, Kobushikawa. No matter what the others say, it's true I stabbed Kazuna, and it's true that Ayame died because of me. I don't deserve to say anything else. You know what, let's continue. I don't want to waste my time talking about bitter stuff, even in class trials. So then the biggest issue right now is how they go back and forth without any of us noticing in the short time. Cherry, all the yap is important. Yeah, Inori and Yamaguchi's time interval was only 5 minutes. It's definitely impossible to kill in 2 places separated by that different of floor levels. It looks like that, but is that really how it happened? Let's think based on what we've investigated. I may have found the secret of this challenge. Neko what? Neko what? No way, I just said that the yapping is important? What? I'm so confused. Blaze with a classic, yummy. Keaton with a citrus charm, yummy. There is a lot of yapping in these games, but it's all important. No. Leave it to Cherry. It's a visual. Yeah, it's a book. It's a book. It's a game that's a book. All the trials have their stories to tell. Exactly. Danganronpa is 3/4 dialogue and 1/4 fan service. Do I plan on doing the free time events on a separate stream? Not for this game. This game's free time events are not translated, Mari. I might do some free time events for other games. Some of them are longer, Cherry. Anywho. Stun gun, science lab club, wooden board. In that short time, avoiding all our eyes, it's impossible to kill 2 people. Not necessarily. Yamaguchi was killed after. Do you know what it was that killed Inori?
Electrocution by a stun gun, right? Maybe it was a stun gun? That does make an electric shock against a body. It's not close to the body, so it wasn't affected by it.
That's probably where I need to shoot. Really? You think about the scene of the incident. Can't you think of anything else? Your food's here. Yummy, yummy. Do we need to put some Subway servers? Maybe. The suspicious stun gun that killed Inori. It's definitely a melee weapon. However, the stun gun is a suppression weapon, not a lethal one. So the killer didn't directly target the stun gun, but what special circumstance was used?
Yeah. I just want to be able to read the dialogue. Thank you. You have tacos tonight. Yummy, 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 yummy. Taco. Yummy, 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 yummy. No, the weapon that killed Inori was definitely the stun gun. It may not have been a direct hit from the stun gun. It wasn't a direct hit, but the weapon was the stun gun? Are you saying some kind of ghost hit then? No, have you all been to the science lab at least once? Wasn't that sea of water enough to overflow the corridor? At first, I was wondering why they needed to do it. The fact that the science lab was turned into a sea of water and Inori was electrocuted? What was the cause to make it happen? If you let Kanata submerge in the water, then drop the stun gun in, you can cause an electric shock without touching the stun gun directly. But wait a moment, the stun gun itself is just a suppression tool. It doesn't come with enough voltage to kill people in no time. Of course, that also depends on the device. However, if you allow water to pass electricity, it would be left enough for a person to pass through their body. Yeah, if that were the case, wouldn't the killer be able to electrocute indirectly with water, even if they didn't use the stun gun with their hands? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, that voice! Ooh, that was cool! I actually like your voice, Haru. What? Hey, yo! Ooh, that was sick! I got chills off that! Yo, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. Sorry, I probably just blasted everybody's eardrums. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Haru actually has skills. Hey, yo! Neko's new favorite character might be. Holy fuck, that was a cool voice. Hey, yo! Give me a minute. I had to process that, chat. Holy fuck. Hey, Haru. You wanna give me some more voice lines, please? Voice lines, please. Haru. Yo, that was hot. Yo. Oh, I need to find out who the voice actor for that was. I've got goosebumps off that. The fuck? Hey, yo. And I'm getting yelled at now. Whew. Oh my. Yeah, no, we're talking about the voice actor, not the character. The voice actor's got that. Holy. Can somebody clip that? Chat, I need somebody to clip that, please. Please, somebody clip that. I'm begging. Anywho. Thanks. No way. Mia, your reasoning's got a bunch of flaws. What's wrong with all of a sudden, Kobashikawa? Listen, I tried to reason my head wrapped around this crime for a while, but this logic is so wrong it just doesn't fit. I've always been beaten by you, but today I won't lose. You're arguing for such a useless reason. Useless? You said it was useless. Fine then, Maida. Unfortunately for you, I found out what's wrong with your reasoning. Did not expect the gambling pervert to have the Riz voice, right? Now then. This is my chance to point out your mistake. Yeah, I do want to see the explanation for this. I'm not gonna... Oh, you gotta be kidding. I'd like to be reminded of how this works, please. Thanks. I hate these. I do love the music, though. Okay, you're taking it too far. Wait, what? Shit, I totally messed up. I'm trying to remember the controls for this. Let's assume the sun gun was submerged. Certainly, you can electrocute without touching the body directly. But in order to get it to the water, someone should be in the science lab. And it doesn't change to go back and forth between the second and third floors. Progress. No, not necessarily. If you only drown the stun gun, you can operate it remotely. That's impossible only with superpowers. The stun gun moved on its own and fell in. Unless there's a tool that literally moves on its own. There is. I don't know. I don't know. A duel is supposed to happen. Did you spell it wrong or something? Did I spell it wrong or something? Kobe Shikawa, maybe there can be one. A tool that moves by itself. What? In fact, the science lab's stun gun wasn't just dropped there. Ooh, this music. Hey, hold up. This is banger. Ooh. My ears are getting a treat tonight.
I challenge you to a duel.
All right, let's see how the duel goes. Hold on, I want to see this. Now I'm upset because I'm actually just want to fix this. Fix you. Let's see the duel. Let's see the duel. Oh, Lolita Bot, take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Yeah. That's what you get. Okay, okay. Blaze, can I get a minute timeout on okay, please? Bye, okay. See you later. 1 minute, please. Mods, Blaze, anybody? Cryo? Can I get a 1 minute timeout on okay for losing the duel against Lolita Bot, please? Thank you. In fact, the science lab stun gun wasn't just dropped there. Next to it, a mobile phone was connected with a strap.
The cell phone? You mean the one that Uehara discovered?
Yeah, that's right. Maki's mobile phone.
It was the one that disappeared and you said it was there.
Also, you said it was a self-moving tool? Why does the cell phone matter?
Actually, it matters because it has a vibration function that was used. Kinjo's right. The phone had alarm settings just before we heard Inori's scream.
That's right, I understood it now.
You and Haru have the same zodiac sign? What? You know the birthdays?
So you connected the strap to the phone. Why is the alarm function related to moving? Am I the only one who doesn't understand?
Huh? Oh, Uehara? A vibration alarm function, so you don't know what that is? Oh, right. Uehara lived in the mountains, so you don't know the achievements of society, right? Let the civilized people tell you then.
I did not live in the mountains.
Uehara, what I wanted to explain was that they drowned the stun gun using the phone's alarm function. The phone and the stun gun were connected by a strap. Probably the killer set the alarm at the time when the stun gun was about to be drowned and placed the phone in a corner as if it were about to fall on the edge of the desk. When this happens, the alarm goes off at the preset time and the vibration function occurs. The cell phone moves little by little due to the vibration and eventually falls from the desk to the floor.
I see. I understand now. So the stun gun was connected to the cell phone and fell along with it.
Okay. I think that the Uehara not knowing how to work a phone is entirely fabrication in order to do this. Semi, hey, drop it and congratulate me on 1K. Thank you so much. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. I hope everything's going well with you. Hi. Oh, you went through the wiki to find the voice actor? Mari, you need to give me this information, thanks. I hope everything's going well with you, Semi, and it's great to see you. It's been a while. What do you think, Kobashikawa, with this? It's possible to electrocute a Nori remotely without anyone in the science lab, right? It's like the act of not knowing exactly. Do I use a voice changer? If not, why aren't I a voice actor? Simply put, lack of networking, Axelander. It's something I've always wanted to do is be a voice actor. And no, I don't know how to use a voice changer or a voice mod. This is all Neko. All pure Neko. Yo, Semi cameo. Actually, Wing It, can you draw me an exclamation Semi, please? Please. Thank you. Hibari don't. Yeah, I lost. How does one network? Heck if I know. Daily uploads, work, and dad's life is all I've been doing. And dad life is all you've been doing. Same old. Yeah. I mean, I feel that. Yeah, networking is like connections and knowing people. That's how you network. I'm hoping that someday, I'll get noticed and I'll get put into something. It is something I've always wanted to do is voice act. I would be so down. I've actually, I might get a role from streaming. Yeah, maybe. I've actually done something already. There's a mod or not a mod, but like a fan game, a fan advanced wars game that ER actually had me voice some CO lines for, which was pretty cool. It's really interesting hearing myself in a video game. It's also like I'm hoping that when I go to this con, I plan to try to network a little bit, like put my name out there. I've been thinking about printing like some flyers or something, or like business cards even maybe, to hand out. And just be like, hey, at least check out my Dangan streams, see what I can do. I'd love to act for you guys, like try and put my name out there. I would love. Yes, Cherry, I'm already there. I'm already totally down for that, Cherry. I've put a few, I've been to a few like casting calls, like, that I've found through Twitter that like I've put a few, things out there to try, but it takes a while to climb through the thousands of people that are also trying to do that. Yeah, with hard work and dedication. You guys think I would be good as a voice actor? Honestly, that makes me so happy. I would love nothing more. Ever since I was a child watching Sailor Moon, and I mean like child, like I started watching Sailor Moon at like 3 years old. I wanted to be a voice behind a Sailor Scout. And although I know that like Sailor Moon's probably not going to get another reboot, I still would love to be somebody's favorite character. You know what I mean? Doing a good job having a range on all these characters. Well, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Honestly, this is like the best. You guys are great.
I lost. Ugh, I don't want to lose this time, but I lost to Maida again.
Are voice bites from anime? Oh, interesting, Mari. When you voice the folks from your game, you say you do a good enough job. Got to channel and yeah, I think so. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me blush. Your love of voice acting comes from being a nerd. Fair.
If people like Kinjo don't know, Maida will be able to win.
Is it a problem to win and lose now? Take it seriously. It's a class trial.
I know that, but who would know about this? I only argued once because I thought my reasoning was better than Maida's.
It's fine. Don't fight. Now we have to focus on revealing the culprit's crimes first. Why am I mediating now?
So Kanata was electrocuted remotely by using a cell phone in the flood, right? Say, you found that the phone has an alarm function. Even if that's that type of phone these days, it looks like an old 2G phone. My question would be, is it waterproof? Waterproof? The fact that the stun gun fell into the water means the cell phone that was connected to it also dropped. Old cell phones would probably break because of the water.
No, rather the cell phone was floating on the floor of the science lab and it was in a broken state. The time was displayed was strange and the colors on the screen had strange marks and lines. I found out the alarm was set among other features that were still functional.
So you can't use any of the other functions again? That's a little disappointing. Even if it's out of signal, it was still a mobile phone that could bear a clue in the future. Hey, aren't you guys leaning down the road too much? With the problem sorted out, let's move on to the next step of Honori's problem. Was already cleared up. We're still yet to hear a lot more from this case.
Dangan's a really good game. Yeah, it is, Cherry. I think so. Oh, right. So, as long as the killer can do a remote killing using their cell phone in the floor of water, they don't have to run directly onto the second and third floors.
I see. If you set it up in advance, the rest just needs a Nori tied up so she cannot move from that spot. They may have used a lot of tape for that purpose.
It seems so. But if that's true, then what happened to Yamaguchi? Huh? Is there anything amiss? The culprit did, they'll kill themselves. Wait a second. Even if Kanata-chan is clear, is it the same with Yamaguchi? When I discovered him in the library, there was only Kinjo who fell down.
If Tyra's words are true, it would certainly be impossible to get out of the library without being noticed. The time of death was 8:40 in the first place. It's impossible for any of us to kill at that time.
Maida, Uehara, and Makako went to the third floor, so it's impossible. Satsuki, Kobushikawa, Tori, and I confirmed each other on the second floor. It's all too far-fetched.
And Kinjo and Makaru were in a state of being beaten by the killer, right? Then who's the killer, a ghost?
So here's my theory now. Akane saw the lawyer face down in that big pool of blood. He was still alive.
And then, No, because we were still, I'm betting there was like a piano wire or something. Like, I don't know what else, like, You can't give an opinion? That's okay. No, wait, wouldn't it be possible for him? You, Kinjo. Kinjo? But Kinjo was hitting the head by the killer, right? Hitting the killer by the head. Yep, cool. No, I feel bad for Kinjo, but think of it in terms of for elimination. Kinjo and Makaru are the only ones who have no alibi at the time of the crime.
Then Makaru is a suspect too?
They were in the art room though. It's too far from there. But Kinjo was found right in the library where Yamaguchi was dead? So you're saying that him being knocked out was a self-made play?
Who's my favorite voice actor? Let me think about that.
But even I saw that wound was pretty severe to be a self-play, and I tried to heal it.
Wasn't that prepared? If you're guilty in the first place, you'll get executed and die. So, I mean, if you hurt yourself, isn't it possible for the criminal to get out simply by faking being a victim, just like the last case?
Okay, so y'all consider me to be the culprit. You really think I did the murder?
If you say that, it only sounds like an excuse. If you're not the culprit, why don't you refute it logically? Isn't that your specialty?
Because I really was fainted, lacking information. If I'm not able to refute something you think is reasonable.
What? This is maybe... Kinjo, are you declaring your defeat?
I'll ask this for confirmation. Yamaguchi's time of death, it's 8:40?
It was written in the Monokuma file, so it is accurate.
And as soon as you went up to the second floor and scattered for investigation, Yamaguchi was already dead in the library. Yeah, I guarantee it.
You know that if you can't refute it, you'll confess that you're the culprit, right?
Something does seem fishy. Kinjo, is he really the culprit? A person of justice, or a character who doesn't forgive criminals. I have to leave this emotion and look at things objectively. Do I have a favorite actor? Cherry, I would have to think about that. I don't really watch stuff. I don't know. It's true that only Kinjo and Makaru are without alibis and could have committed the crime. But I should think about this more. It's possible that we concluded this way too early. Ooh, what is this? Hey, yo!
The only one who could do this is Kinjo.
Free to believe me or not, but I was knocked out by the killer.
That might be your own trick. He killed Yamaguchi in the library on the spot. You just have to pretend to be stunned by hitting your head. Actually, the only one in the library who can do it at that time is Kinjo.
But the wound was real.
If the wound was self-inflicted, it's a problem solved.
Kinjo is really the killer? Huh. Yamaguchi was lying in the library. The person who can kill Yamaguchi in the library is the one who was in the same library, and it looks like it was only Kinjo in there. But is it certain that Yamaguchi was found in the library and died in the library? Let's recall what we investigated. Huh. Oh. It was not, yeah, no, he was killed in the art room. Shit. Knocked out by the killer. Might be your own trick. Nope, that's not it. Thanks for the sippy. Thank you, Evan. Nope. Oh, that's it. Hey, actually, oh, Blaze with a Kitty Coco crush. Blaze, can you give me on Twitch side an exclamation SO skate skull, please? Let's give Evan a shout out. When someone uses things, does it block my stream? What do you mean? Like, does it block what I'm seeing? Keaton with a minty sweet swirl. Yummy, yummy. There you go.
Maybe they even have a kitty to keep them company while they play.
I love Frosty Tools. That's skate skill, not skate skull, though. nice typo. Skate skull. We'll need to fix that. You need to fix that. A stretch from Havari. Yay. Stretch. Get it next time. It's fine. You're gonna need a minute because you can't do a shout out that quick afterwards. I think it's like a 2-minute timer. Yeah. Yeah, Evan was actually streaming earlier. Yeah, there you go. It's not quite a shout out, but it'll work.
They also want to give Blue Goji. What's that?
Bobo brings the flavor, the taste. Okay. Oh, no. It pops up on my OBS. It doesn't pop up on the over the game that I'm playing. Kobashikawa, wait a minute. Is that really true? You're asking if it's true. What do you mean? Kobashikawa just said it. He killed Yamaguchi, who was in the library, on the spot. That conclusion may have been wrong.
What do you mean?
It was the same logic as in Maki's case. There's no guarantee that the murder took place where the body was found. Huh? Then you mean he wasn't killed in the library? I think that's more likely. Because of the bloodstains where they were dragged from outside, if Yamaguchi was really dead in the library at the beginning of the day, it would be an impossible crime. Then where is it? Where did he die? I'm not really sure. Maybe it was in the art room. The art room? That's so far away! The main stage of this case is likely to be the science lab in the library. In fact, it might not be an exaggeration to say that the art room is more important than these two. Phantom... Hi. Hello. The reason why the art room is an important place, and why Yamaguchi might have died in the art room other than the library,
I saw that tool, and though it's very little, it had blood on it. There were some plaster weapons in the art room. It's made of stone, but if you cut its edge fairly sharply enough and swing it as a weapon, it becomes a spear that you can really cut easily on human flesh. No way! That spear made of stone was the thing that killed Yamaguchi? It probably is, because one of the plaster weapons had a blood spot. Wait a second, Yamaguchi died in the art room, but he was there? Isn't it a bit hard to say he died there? He could have been killed in the library and put back in that place for a while, right? It's not possible. There was a plastic wrap with blood in the trash can from the art room. A plastic wrap? Kinjo found it too. You didn't even have much time to investigate it. That's right. Couldn't realize that the plastic weapon had blood on it. Just listened to Maida's theory, found it without its connection.
And how was the plastic wrap used?
As Maida said, if there's blood on the plaster weapon, high chance the murder weapon's this. The Monokuma file also said something sharp. If so, the killer could have killed Yamaguchi with the wrapper on the blade of the shedding. Hi Kumo, hi Kumo, hi Kumo. Hey, you said the wrap was covered in blood, right? I mean, is that a tool to prevent blood from getting onto the weapon? I realize that too, but isn't there something odd? If they used a wrap to keep the blood from getting onto, but Maida said the plaster weapon had blood on it, isn't that contradictory? Did I not mention it? It wasn't just spread, it was faintly spread. There wasn't an ordinary blood mark, it was an oval, round blood mark, the size of a nail.
Huh? How can blood be like that?
I see. I understand after listening to Maida. It's a simple accident to get blood on the plaster weapon. An accident? Don't know how many people have gone through the trash cans in the art room. If you've seen the plastic wrap, you know the wrap has blood all over except in this one round hole. Oh, I see. If it were the original intention of the criminal, a spot of blood shouldn't have ever been rubbed on the weapon. But somehow, part of the wrap was torn. That's why the bloodstain remained.
Haha! Then, as these two people said, the culprit killed Yamaguchi in the art room with the weapon that was in the art room. And then the evidence was put into the trash bin! That's great! These are excellent detectives!
Wait a minute. Wait. I know the wrap prevents blood from splattering, I get it. But that could have been done in the art room. So, I just realized, I've been thinking about this case for a little bit now. The Monokuma file said that he died at 8:40 and that Kanata died at 8:35. What if it was 8:30 the night before? Or 8:40 the night before? I don't think it said AM. I'm thinking. You were told that even deep voice. Maybe you should try. Hey, maybe. I know the wrap prevents blood from spattering. That could have been done in the art room by bringing the wrap to the library, do the killing, then dispose of the evidence in the art room. If it was for 12 hours, no, not her. I think that she was early. I don't think that she was there that long. But I think that he's been dead for a while. I think he's been dead since the night before.
Of course, you can see it that way. It wasn't just a wrap that was in the art room's trash. Maida, if you found the wrap, you must have seen that thing too. But you tell the others about it.
Ah, that thing. You mean something that was thrown in the trash with the plastic wrap? It must be the coat. Kinjo, you mean Inori's white coat?
Indeed, Inori's white coat with a lot of blood.
As a result, Inori's body was not wearing a white coat. Why was the coat in such a place?
Wait a minute. Kanata, she died in a terrible manner, but she didn't bleed at all. But there's blood on it? Don't know why Inori's white coat was in the art room. One thing's certain, the killer used the white coat to wipe the blood off.
Wipe it off? But isn't it still there?
You can tell just by looking at the shape of the blood. In all likelihood, it's a blood stain that seems to have been rubbed with blood at some point.
What?
You can see it was used to destroy the evidence. Well, but it was Yamaguchi who shed blood, right? Where do you say they wiped the blood off?
It's the art room itself. The art room had traces of blood on the floor. There were traces of blood left.
As Kurokawa mentioned, there's traces of blood wiped off the floor of the art room. I even checked with the smell, so I'm sure.
I see. I didn't know about it, but there was blood on the floor. If that's the case, it proves they wiped the blood with the coat. Blood splattered on the floor of the art room?
Someone mentioned it before. Only Yamaguchi shed blood. By process of elimination, it means the blood splattered in the art room is... when Yamaguchi died in the art room. Indeed, it would be good enough for the reason we didn't find that on the second floor. This is Kinjo after all. Even if we investigate for a few minutes, they will remain to solve all the cases. Can only put my reasoning up to this point. Even if Yamaguchi died in the art room, the mystery still remains unsolved.
What? Which mystery? No matter where the body died, what you saw with your own eyes was Kakeru Yamaguchi's body who died in the library. Then the corpse must have been moved by the killer, which in turn means they somehow moved the art room to the library.
Oh, that's a surprise. Makaru helping us?
How frustrating this is. Anyway, think carefully. At the time of death of Kakeru Yamaguchi and the time until you found the body. Ooh, hear about the spell bullet scan. Would you like to read the explanation? Yeah. Learn how to scan for crewmates. What? In the case of an ordinary non-stop debate, multiple truth bullets are given, and it's common to fire truth bullets suitable for the opponent's statement. In this case, however, you can scan a bullet from another friend's yellow statement to make it your own. Okay. To scan, press X. Among Us. While pointing the yellow text. However, there's no specific skill for this. A considerable delay will be given to the scan, and if a friend's word missed during the scan will fail. Also, scanning a truth bullet doesn't mean it's the end, because you got the truth bullet. That'll still be correct answer. Okay. You can't scan any statements either. You can only scan one true bullet. Scan bullets don't disappear unless you shoot them. Go back to the beginning. Truth bullets other than those that have been scanned won't disappear until they're shot. After scanning, you may skip all the context and go back to the beginning, but in the scan state, your speaking power will be not reduced unless it's mistaken, so you can refute the correct answer with confidence. Okay, cool. The music change-up is so good. What the fuck?
What's the mystery?
The place where Yamaguchi died is the art room. He was in the art room around 8:40 at the time of death. At that time, we were already investigating the second floor.
I was always in the hallway. There was no sign of anyone on the third floor. But how did Yamaguchi teleport to the library? That's the mystery. Reason it's possible, contradictions don't stop. Wrong time of death. All that's written in the Monokuma... Oh, X. Oh, no. Kinjo didn't know? We're drawing a blank here. This is bonkers. Why do murders always happen all the time? There it is. This is what I need. Let's think about it. Something might come up. In our discussion right now, something important seems to have been misunderstood. It's clear the place where Yamaguchi died is the art room around 840, except everything won't fit going back and forth. Did he die in the art room, but there were bloodstains in other places and the body was moved to the library? It feels like everything was prepared in advance. You think probably this is the translator's favorite chapter? Yeah, probably. This is great. There's only one thing that eliminates that possibility, the Monokuma file. The file's always been correct about its information, and this is no exception. And there's no possibility the Monokuma file was prepared in advance, as it's informed at the time of death. If that's the case, it's not the Monokuma file that's wrong, it's us. We missed something very vital here. What we missed from the compared to the previous Monokuma files. Information that was not added only for this file. If I think about it carefully about this, I'll reach the answer. Okay, we got the right object. Place where Yamaguchi died. Yep, it's the art room. That's correct. Art room around 840. Fantastic. We were already investigating the second floor. Great. Always in the hallway. Contradictions don't stop. Wrong time of death. Yep. There we go. Day and night. Day and night. Guys, wait a second. Wait, there's something that bothers me. What's wrong, Maida? Does anyone have Yamaguchi's Monokuma file? Brought it last time I checked. Why? Did you think of anything? Kinjo, read what was written in that Monokuma file without any mistake. Please. Okay. The estimated time of death of the victim, Kakaru Yamaguchi, is around about 8:40. Found in the library, sharply cut from back of neck to uvula. Weapons presumed to be something sharp, no other visible trauma. Something's weird, isn't it? Something is what? What is? In this Monokuma, it says the time of death is 8:40, but it doesn't say whether it's AM or PM. Yeah, huh? It's better than the police, am I right? It was like that. Yeah, Neko smart. Smart Neko. Yeah. I don't understand what they're talking about. Teruya and Kobazing too. Explain it to us. Why do you mention me and make me a fool? Did you understand then? Please explain, Maida. Okay, think for a moment. In the Monokuma file we've seen so far, it clearly indicated whether it was in the morning or afternoon. The victim's Kyokomaki. The estimated time of death is about 6 a.m. The body was found with her neck hanging in the women's bathroom in the dorm area. Cause of death is bruise in her
occipital region. She has massive bleeding. The victim's Tamori Kazuna, estimated time of death 9:30 p.m. The body was found in the switchium in the power room on the second floor of the school. There's a long torn wound on her stomach and the bleeding is massive. The cause of death is a cut wound on the esophagus caused by a knife.
Ah, it really is. AM or PM are not written in this Monokuma file.
It was a blind spot. Sure, the Monokuma file is the only one that says the truth, but it's not being mistaken. Rather, it was us. It's not 8:40 a.m. The real time of the incident took place is the night before at 8:40 p.m.
Well, Yamaguchi, you're saying he was already dead since last night when we were walking around?
Wait a minute, are we jumping too fast here? Just because it doesn't say whether it was morning or night, it's not enough to conclude that he died the night before. Maybe Monokuma forgot and missed it in the first place.
Hey, the light goal's been met. Can we get a new one, maybe, please? I'm just going to check the light goal now. Give me a second, chat. Light goal, 20 likes. We've got 20 likes on the stream, chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we are at 21 likes. Delicious. It says 11 for you. Refresh your page. Yay, yay, yay. Somebody make me a new light goal. First one to give me one gets to use it. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, Hibari with an herbal fusion. Delicious. Is somebody going to make a new light goal, or am I going to have to do this myself? Was that a... Yeah. That looks like a tarot. Yeah, blaze with a tarot. Yummy tarot. Here, I'm going to pull you one because I'm stealing that one. Here. Here, have this one. I want tarot boba. Oh, hey, I'll just pull one for myself. There you go. It's not a lemon. That was a lemon. You can't think of a good light goal? Well, all right, I'll make one. I'm sorry, that was absolutely hilarious. That's another tarot for Keaton. That's like 3. I mean, because tarot is delicious, Jerry. Hey, that one's a delicious raspberry rose. Yummy. There. Yes, I spelled it like that on purpose. Yummy, yummy, yummy boba, yummy boba. I'm considering getting a sushi one too to go along with our boba one. What do you guys think? You wish you liked sushi? I love sushi. Guys. I love sushi. It's like my favorite food. I know. Neko, who hates rice, adores sushi. It's the only rice I can handle. Ooh. Red snapper rolls are delicious. Yum, yum.
to conclude that he died the night before, and maybe Monokuma forgot it and missed it in the first place.
No, it's not a jump nor a leap. Rather, the case can't be solved unless it's this way. At first, I was fainted, so I thought I was lacking information, but considering the premise at 8:40 p.m., the back and front had started to fit.
Still...
The Sam's Club near us has like really good sushi. And it's not terribly expensive. So every time I have to actually physically go into the Sam's Club, I buy myself more sushi. That's like the other day when I had like the allergic reaction and I was just like, guys, I don't really feel all that great. I had accidentally bought shrimp sushi. Sushi places tend to have hibachi girls alongside them, so you... yeah. We've got a Tokyo near us that's also got some decent sushi. But it's really expensive, so I don't like to go in there too often.
Do you want to ask Monokuma then? Till now, the Monokuma file always recorded the time of death in the morning or afternoon. Is there any reason for omitting that point only on this occasion?
Well, that's... no comment. If you ask me that, I'll be the one in the trial. I've said again and again, I've decided not to meddle with the trial. This is a big no.
The Monokuma file always gives only the right information, and based on it, helpful for reasoning. It's a kind of service system. But now, because of the Monokuma file, it's causing a confusion of misinformation. It becomes a useless debate. I think this is a problem, Monokuma.
A problem that, I can't help you now. Is it not saying anything wrong? I just can't tell you. Pretty sure this is it. Monokuma files always and only tell the truth, but some may have felt it through the incident so far, right? According to the content of each case, the description of the content is adjusted accordingly and properly orchestrated.
It was orchestrated.
In simpler terms, it's like this. For example, let's say the killer wants to implement a whole body trick for that.
It will. It will. It will.
Yeah. For that purpose, in that case, if the Monokuma file would be, it was drunk with XXX.
Indeed, it's a delicate system that makes me sick.
That's it. The Monokuma file is only a tool that helps with the investigation, not a tool to tell the truth. Because then you guys will pay the price.
Seems like you wouldn't know unless you talk about it, but the means the culprit in this case wanted to hide was the time of death. That's why the timelines was subtracted from the Monokuma file. Very strange, isn't it?
By the way, Cherry, go to bed. What's that? I can't hear you. I don't know anything. It was bound to happen. In fact, because of the time trick, almost got us very badly, and we were drastically wrong at those moments.
No, it certainly looks that way. But are we really sure? Without certain evidence, it could just be inference based on Monokuma's words and circumstances.
Why are you so negative? Did someone stop you?
It's not like that. I just want to be sure.
Sure, it's not like we don't understand it. If that's the case, I'll be sure to submit evidence as Haruhika said. Shall we try it?
You have evidence?
Yeah. Before I used to think about whether this was done in the morning or night, but I knew the timeline trick and there was some solid evidence to support the claim. The questions I felt during the investigation, I could feel it while examining Yamaguchi's body. If Yamaguchi was dead for a day, the cause of these questions are understandable. The question is, he stopped bleeding. The proof is simple. Yamaguchi's wound wasn't bleeding. Oh? That's not it, is it? It's because the library was a bloodbath. That's obvious. That is the case. But anyone who's examined the body in detail could have felt a sense of something misplaced. The blood is recent in contrast to the library. Yamaguchi himself, though, did not have a single drop of blood coming from his neck cut.
You saw that. I didn't really check the body in detail.
Definitely. Felt strange too. When I heard about Yamaguchi's time of death and thought about it again, if things connected in some way. And let's sort this out. The blood was far gone. Is that what it means? It's been some time since he died, so the blood already stopped? Oh, I see. Supports the idea that Yamaguchi was already dead yesterday evening.
Wait a minute, please. Sure, that may be true. But what happened to the blood in the library? The blood was not dry and it was just flowing.
The blood in the library is just a diversion for the criminal to make us think like Yamaguchi just died. The blood that filled the library was probably what the killer used. The tool would be in the infirmary. Did you know there's a refrigerator in the infirmary that keeps blood transfusion packs? Oh, it was for storage of the transfusion packs. I think I brought one for the injured man to drink when he was thirsty. No, inside there are a lot of transfusion packs for each blood type. I found out during my investigation this morning that the blood transfusion packs inside were all gone. Didn't know, because as I said I couldn't go to the infirmary. As Maida said. The blood in the library. It was a pool of blood made by transfusion packs. It was a room of lies. It was like that. It was a little weird when you think about it. I think I saw too much blood. In the beginning, Yamaguchi must have been killed in the art room, but it's also strange that there was so much blood in the library. It can be said they disguised him too much. From there, when it comes to the time of death, I have a guess. Maida, you remember? When the trial was about to begin, we met in the hallway on the second floor when I just woke up. Ah, you talking about that time? Definitely told Maida about this. Right before I was being stunned by the killer, I saw Yamaguchi bleeding and fainting. What? Wait, obviously Kinzo was attacked, but... Of course, it was at nighttime yesterday. Then Yamaguchi-kun was...
Monokuma files, some bleeding, blood transfusion packs, and what Kinjo mentioned. I can only say, if evidence comes out one after another up to this point, we can make sure of things properly.
Right then. Now everyone knows for sure. Kakeru Yamaguchi was not dead at 8:40 this morning, but at 8:40 p.m. yesterday at night.
So that's how it happened.
Pretty good, Incompetent. I'll praise you on this one. I mean, you were locked up anyway, so you didn't know that. Shut up! Don't pretend to be all smart ass. Oh well, I'll admit it for a little bit. I know the killer, as I said before, but I was not sure about the trick. I'll tell you that my gaze on the Incompetent has changed by about, 0.1%. That was a compliment, right?
I guess all the mysteries have been solved because Yamaguchi was already dead yesterday. The trick for Inori was solved too. That also includes the movement of the blood spots and the corpses all over the place have indeed solved too. However, the real issue begins after this. Who is the killer? That is the problem we have on our hands.
Yeah, it's a bit too early to be happy just yet.
Even if we solve all the tricks, mysteries, and questions, if we don't know the culprit, then this is a bad outcome.
But if the contents so far are true, criminal deliberately wanted to make 8:40 p.m. and 8:40 a.m. different. The timing was thoroughly calculated for the murder, right? Also, spraying the blood transfusion packs and even had the guts to kill 2 people and attack up to 3 people in a single night. Yeah, case is somewhat impulsive and different from the other 2 previous cases, which are considered semi-accidents. I'm certain this was a planned murder committed with a crime plan. Kinjo's words are correct. Unlike the previous 2 incidents, I feel a firm malice. Are they really among us? A killer who carefully murdered like this. Among us. Kinjo, what should we do in this case? If all the tricks are really solved and you only need to find the culprit, you should start with an alibi. Since you know the real time of death of Yamaguchi, you'll naturally know who the killer is if you look at each alibi based on this. An alibi? You mean... Let's weigh each one. First of all, tell me what everyone did at 8:40 p.m. yesterday, the real time of death of Yamaguchi.
Yesterday at 8:40? That time, surely, wasn't it about when Tyra was making a fuss?
Tyra's fuss? Oh, yeah, that. Tyra tried to kill herself last night. It's no big deal. Tyra just got hurt a little. I was there. It's irrelevant for the case. Makako? Right. So that leaves Kurokawa, Tori, and I, who were there. Iranami, Kobashikawa, and the 5 of us were supporting Tyra. When I recall that, I think it was around 8:40 p.m. Okay, if so, I think you can remove the 6 of you from the suspect line. Good. So the only ones left are Psycho Cop, the priest, and me. Huh? But isn't it weird? Those 3 were 3 people who passed out because they were aimed at by the criminal. It's nothing you need to think about too hard. I don't want to doubt this, but in this case, there's only one possibility. There's proof that one of the testimonies was lying. Cherry, calm down. Oh! In between those 3, someone lied. First, let's be as honest as possible. Why don't you tell us what you were doing at 8:40 p.m. yesterday?
I was in the 3rd floor area, hanging out on the casino side. Unfortunately, no one can testify for this, but...
Was also checking the front door, but as I mentioned... Can't prove it because there was no one around. Same here. There are no witnesses for the other 3?
So you're saying all 3 are possible to commit the crime?
Why was the priest in the casino? I mean, maybe he was bored. One of the 3 wasn't attacked by the killer. What if they pretended to be attacked? I'm sorry, but Kinjo, Uehara, and Makaru, can you tell us the situation when you guys were attacked at dawn? If this solves your doubts, it was a little over 3 a.m. I was on the way from the 1st floor to the 2nd floor, and I usually went to the library side, so I moved there. I went inside, Yamaguchi was down. I figured he was already dead by now, but at that time, it was necessary to find out if he was simply stunned to death. As I was trying to approach him, you were ambushed. Right, normally I'm not always nervous, but I think I was off guard for a moment. Probably the killer aimed for that point and they showed Yamaguchi's body to me. They showed it to you. Do you understand what I mean? Since Yamaguchi's been moved to the library, it wasn't as bloody as it is now. And in addition to simply confusing with Inori, they used it as bait to attract Kinjo? wonder why I was only stunned and not killed. But they'll regret it, and in return for keeping me alive, I will find them out, and they'll be punished accordingly.
It was a similar situation for me, but it was probably earlier than Kinjo's. I was attacked near the stairs while trying to go up to the 3rd floor.
Why would it have been earlier than Kinjo? You're such a dumbass. You literally just outed yourself. He would have had to walk past where they found you to go to the library, you idiot. Kinjo would have seen you. How about you, Makaru?
Well, roughly similar. I was attacked near the art room and lost my sight somehow, and when I woke up, I was inside the locker.
But it all happened in the middle of the night, right? It seems that all 3 people were attacked at different times, and there are no witnesses, so how do we know who the killer is?
Oh, even if they were just attacked, doesn't it seem a little different in the method?
The method.
The attack method. Kinjo and Uehara, I know we saw them get directly beaten and bleeding, but Makaru was neither bleeding nor assaulted in any way.
And you think Makaru is the culprit?
Voice crack. Did I crack, Cherry?
Do I have to tell you every little thing now? No, okay. No, I will not.
It's chloroform. That's what they did.
And chloro what? So it's chloroform they used. Sounds rare. Comes out in use for a lot of things. For example, tap your mouth with a handkerchief. That would be an effective way to get someone in a coma.
You mean this stuff is in the school too?
If you had searched the science lab with even a little interest, you would have been able to find it right away. It seems your stupidity is not going anywhere. Remembering the moment just before the attack is a must have been a handkerchief that was put in my mouth.
Okay, if that's what it was.
Who really is the culprit? When it comes to alibi, one of the 3 is still a suspect.
Don't think about the process. Let's consider the case. Why were they ambushed? Why only them?
Why them?
Well, the killer's a little strange. It wasn't enough to kill 2 people, so they attacked 3 others.
Does the priest have gloves on? I don't think so. If we put it simply, isn't it because they wander around nighttime? And now, wow, if they had some alarm for vibrations prepared in advance, or if the corpses were found, it'd be a headache. Maybe, but
I have a little guess. I didn't say this because I wasn't sure, but the cell phone was used to kill Inori disappeared after I was attacked. I mentioned this to you, Maida, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you were looking for it in the 2nd floor hallway, right? Oh yeah, Uehara had the tools necessary for the crime, so they attacked him and took it from him. I see. Then there was a reason for Uehara's ambush. If that's the case, why did they attack Kinjo? Kinjo moves normally at the time of the crime. It would be difficult for the culprit to get out. Plus, he's the ultimate police officer, right? There's also the results of the 2 previous cases.
Actually, in this case, Kinjo's struggling like that, because when the trial began without Kinjo collecting enough clues, right?
Even though I did research properly, Utona seemed to pass it all to me. Hey, let's not do that. If the trial fails, Kinjo's life is also at risk, you know. Seems like I can see the truth after coming this far. Huh? Been suspicious of it. When I think about the information I got so far, I can see the silhouette of only one person, the killer. I believe some of you may have realized it. How about it? The killer's silhouette can be seen. What do you mean, Kinjo? You know the killer. Everyone's remarks so far with the outline of the case and the alibis combined makes the person who's making contradictory statements. The person is the true culprit of the case. Contradictory statements. Is it them? If the alibis were all true, the culprit must be one. Between Kinjo, Uehara, or Makaru, the one who made a contradictory statement. Did chat catch it? Neko caught it. Did chat catch it? Blaze caught it. Keaton caught it. Do you guys want to share with the class? I kind of... No. Okay, there was another, like, fuller contradictory statement, actually. You're too dull, Terry? Oh, I'll tell you guys. It's okay. You got it, Haruka? Very cool, very cool. The priest's alibi was that he was in the casino. But then he was attacked going from the stairs to the second to the third floor? That doesn't make much sense now, does it? How was he attacked going up the stairs to the third floor when he was already up there? He could have been attacked on his way down, but certainly not on his way up. It is indeed, Kumo. The casino is on the third floor. Maybe bro left his wallet. Nah, Cherry. Yeah, there you go, okay. I knew it. Fuck you, Kenji Uehara. Don't tell me. Was it you? Uehara. Kenji Uehara. Eh? What in blazes? And this is where we're ending for tonight. I've been yelled at by like 3 different people to make sure that I actually end at the point. And they're right. It's already 12:30. If we go any further, it's going to be all night. Yeah. How did everybody feel about tonight's Dangan? Somebody unfollowed me. That's fun. How'd everybody feel? You'll be looking forward to next Tuesday for your revenge. I feel that. Let's see here. Make sure that my yep. Very cool. Another short stream. Yeah, well, I don't want to go all night. I haven't really been sleeping the greatest, honestly, chat. So, like, I'm gonna try and get some more sleep. I can promise you that tomorrow night we're doing some Pokemon. So I'll try and go a little later tomorrow. Thursday, I'm sure, is going to be a great stream, as usual. Don't forget to take the chance to look into the community posts that I've got going. Maybe take a guess at what the game is going to be. Just thanks. Consider what that game might be. You might earn points. I am going to be starting to I've got to figure out how to do it, but there is going to be like a points tier list on the ending screen. Starting probably not this Thursday, maybe next Thursday. With points for guessing. Really fun. Probably weren't paying attention the last 20 minutes. That's okay. It's okay. Why is a priest gambling? Well, I mean, he's just gambling with people's lives, am I right? Gambling with people's lives. I did say it was him. I want to point out that I said from the very frickin' beginning that it was him. I said really early on
that I was so sure that the priest was going to be the killer of this game. Are they doing something that looks serious? Let's go raid these guys. I love Cohen and hanging out over there. Okay, I guess you could say the stakes are to die for. Hey, yo. Fantastic. I hope that everybody enjoyed tonight. I know I did. I'm feeling smug because I've been right the whole time. Oh no, and Twitch just went to Brits. Gosh. I'm sorry, Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I should have been paying attention to the timing. I'm sorry. We're going to wind up cutting them off probably. I hope that everybody enjoyed themselves tonight. Tomorrow night, Pokemon Ultra Moon. Thursday night, your turn to play. Yay, yay, yay. The stream schedule is up in the Discord. So, that's all fun and good. And I suppose until next time, bye!